Right, so I have returned once again today. I do apologise because I was meant to cover this yesterday, but a lot of unforeseen things happened yesterday. Like, I was painting, and then, yeah, my day got even worse after that point. Like, some things just began to kind of appear, and I was like, oh no. So that's why I wasn't here yesterday. I thought I'd take yesterday off. Yeah, we're good. I was going to say, just in case my mic isn't working. But yeah, so that's what happened yesterday. That's why I wasn't here, because I was meant to cover it yesterday. I had it in my mind to cover it, but then loads of things just happened. I was like, yeah, my brain ain't doing it today. And I was just like, yeah, no. So I'm back today to actually cover the chapter of Overlord, which is now chapter 25. And yeah, this chapter seems a lot shorter than I actually imagined, because apparently it's actually it's a special chapter as well. It's actually not just a chapter, it's got a chapter plus a special. I was like, okay, so it might be longer, but no, it's only about 31 pages or 39 pages? I was kind of like, oh, okay, alright. But I mean, I guess maybe it might work for what's actually going to happen next, because as we know, it ended last chapter on Krush, if I say her name properly, asking Nazarick to actually kind of impregnate her. I was like, well, you know what? Can't argue with that right now. Can't argue. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Yeah. It's kind of like, well, this is gonna go down an interesting route. Let's see how this all plays out, because it'll be interesting to say goddamn least. Kind of major thing. So I don't mind how it's gonna play out, because I guess that's probably gonna be the major bulk of this whole entire chapter, plus in the lead up to the actual kind of 4 hours they have until the inevitable attack they have to actually kind of reign victorious from. So it's like, it's not a problem how they're kind of doing this, how they're doing the pacing. It's just I was kind of surprised that it was actually a lot shorter than usual, but so I've heard it's actually meant to be a pretty freaking good chapter overall. So without further delay, let's actually get a show on the road. So again, I do apologise for not being here yesterday, but hopefully, as of now, because I've actually finished uni completely, like, it's behind me, hopefully, nothing else appears and completely just sends my brain haywire, I should be able to actually cover this on the day of release, whenever it does come out, because this thing tends to be really freaking inconsistent. That's what I always found about this manga. Like, it comes out once a month normally, and it just goes, no, the next couple of months, like, oh, dang it. Alright, so, let's get a show on the road. So, Krush question mark, exclamation mark, impregnate me. Hope that Mitsubishi advert doesn't, I was going to say, hope that the Mitsubishi advert does not appear all the time. What? Let's go. Wow. Again, I commend them not wasting time. They go straight for it. Oh great. I hate sometimes this website, because it always tends to just kind of freeze constantly. Like, oh come on man, why are you doing this to me now? Come on, you can do it. Ah man, come on. Page 3, come on. You can do it. I think it's because, oh, did Buttertoad actually just go down completely? Holy crap. I think Buttertoad just went down. Holy crap. That's surprising. Ain't gonna lie. Huh. I wasn't expecting this to happen, but Buttertoad just gone down. Literally just died. Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how to do this now. Because there's any other websites that actually cover Overlord other than Buttertoad? I don't know. I tend to use this one quite often, because it's the only one that doesn't have about 10 billion adverts. It tends to open up about 10 billion things. It has about 10 billion adverts, but it doesn't actually kind of open up random things on your desktop. Like, yeah, but clearly not gonna. Well, this is a surprising development. I was like, this is really weird that it's actually not loading, because normally my internet's really fast. Why is it not loading? But there's your answer. It's dead. Alright. Because we're a trooper here, we've got to find out where else we can go. So, Overlord. Manga Chapter. Can't spell chapter. Chapter 25. Alright, let's have a look. Alright. Oh, Christ. The roar is up. Alright. Oh, it's gonna go straight to Batato, isn't it? Why is Overlord in the... Wait, what? It's a bit weird. Why isn't the paper... Oh, is it AK scans actually released on the on the official website? I actually had no idea. Well, you know what? That's just... It's the most surprising thing of all time. They actually do have to have it on their website. That saves me a lot of time, actually. The frick is Overlord? Hey, there it is. When in doubt, use CMD find. Oh, they do the... Oh, the Raw's already been released on... Oh, Christ. The Raw's already been released on there. Come on, Batato. Come back. Don't do this to me today. For God's sake. I wanted to cover this today. And it's just gone and died. Oh, man. So, we're not... I guess if you... if you click on it... it's a mega file, and it's the raws only. Bad gateway. It's bad gateway all round. Right. Right. I don't trust any of these websites. The problem. Okay. The only time I use ad blockers is when I have to go on a random website I don't like to use, because they will open up so many goddamn things in your desktop. You're like, ah, frick, come on, please, leave me alone. Right. Hey, we're good to go. This random website I don't like to use is just kind of helped me. Good. Good things. It wasn't completely full of goddamn pop-ups. Goddamn, and the quality is like, whoo, whoa. That's a little bit weird of quality. Oh, it's from Manga Fox. God damn it. This is... No, but it's raw only. It's not it's not subbed. Like, it's only if I remember correctly, hold on. Hold up. Hold. Oh, wait. Hold up. Let's have a look. Because I have no idea how these things work. You can see how unprepared I am for these kind of things. Oh, it is! Oh, frick, I'm dumb. Oh, no. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, that's true. You're right there, actually. I'm an idiot. Right. Yeah, I'm a freaking idiot. Alright. Goodbye, random website. You were good for more than 5 seconds. Hold on, let's actually open up the comic. Comic does it. Oh, my days don't tend to be kind of nice with me, do they? I've realised this. Days don't tend to be nice with me. Right, Overlord, chapter 25, open. Hey, here we go, here we go, here we go. Alright. Question is, can I... No, wait. Hold up. Hold on. Does that tend to... Does that... Hold up. Does that tend to muck up anything? No, it does not. I think we're good. I think we're good to go once again. You know that? I think we're good to go once again. Hold on, let's get rid of my toolbar, because that's going to be irritating. Alright. Hope... Oh, don't tell me it's not... Ah, frick! Ah. Okay. Alright, start from the top, because apparently simple comment doesn't work with me very well. Right. Open recent. Alright, let's actually see how this works. This is actually the first time I've ever used open. Oh, okay. I think I get it now. I think I get it. I think I understand it. It's actually this way. Okay. From the top. Let's go. Well, this is... It does need some manga reading software. Like, goddamn, this website, this actual program's alright, but it's a freaking hassle to use sometimes because of the order itself. I think I did actually mark the page order. I don't know. Let's leave it. Let's just go at it. Let's just go at it normally. Alright, anyway. From the top. So, chapter 25, let's go. Again. Sorry, it's 10 minutes in. I've got to like put an annotation. Again. So, Krush, impregnate me. Okay, now it works. So, what? Let's go. Well then, I must bid you farewell here, Lord Ines. You've done well. You've done well. Guard the first floor until we return. Understood. Gate. Oh, this is going to be one of those things that needs to kind of sort of go down to the bottom. No, it doesn't. Okay. This sort of place isn't too bad. I never thought that Lord Ines would come here. I'm sorry it's so dirty. Don't worry, I am the one who suddenly made the decision to come here, Aura. Aura? Yeah, thanks. Yeah, I'll probably actually upgrade my whole entire computer. If I actually upgrade my whole entire computer to Windows completely, like just kind of get rid of my Mac as my main computer and get a Windows computer, because my brother's gonna like kind of make his own computer, and I'll get his original like Alienware one, so it's actually not so bad for me. So I'll probably use that instead, because Mac is absolutely atrocious. Like, you're going to realise these things after a while. It's good for one thing, that's like Adobe, and that's about it. Everything else is a catastrophe on here. Oh man. Anyway, don't worry. I'm the one who suddenly made a decision to come here, Aura. You created this place for me, so it's not so it is no different from Nazarick. Okay, though I'm curious about one thing. What is that? Though it is rather plain, it was prepared for use as a throne. What is it made of? We gathered the best parts of creatures such as griffins and... Is it Wyrens? I think I pronounced the word Wyrens? Something like that. Cut me some slack. I don't tend to read it out loud that often. I don't really want to sit on that. Shelter. I recall promising that I would think of a punishment for you. This is unfortunate. What the effort of creating that for me. How brilliant! Only a guardian is good enough to serve as a seat for supreme being. I can feel Lord Ines right. This is a chapter and a half. This is. My apologies, Lord Ines, but I may leave the room for a short while. Very well. Go. Very well. Go. When I left the room, I accidentally bumped into a wall. Could you fix it later? Okay. Shelter, is this hard on you? Why, this is actually a reward for me. Oh, man. Oh, that's where the shao chair meme comes from. That's where it comes from. Okay, I get it. Because people were constantly like telling me about the shao chair meme. I was like, where is that even going to appear? Now I get it. Oh man, I did not expect this in this chapter, considering what's going to happen next. Well then, we should move on to the main issue. Were the Lizardmen frightened? I believe everything went perfectly, Lord Ines. In that case, the first step of Cocytus' wish to show our strength is a success. Creation is a super tier magic. Creation is a super tier magic that can only be used 4 times per day. So this also functioned as a test of its effectiveness. If they weren't shot, this would have all been pointless. Aura, have you detected anything? No, my beast and the undead you granted me are currently on lookout, but they have not detected anything unusual, Lord Ines. I see. Though this unprotected fortress gives them a perfect opportunity to attack us, we have made ourselves the vulnerable. Why is the one that used a world-class item in the shelter not doing anything? Perhaps they are observing us with a world-class item that we cannot detect. I had considered that, but previously there had been a group that used Ouroboros, one of the 20, against us. Yeah, I didn't actually never realize that was this chapter, but people did tell me that this chapter's actually freaking great. I was like, I wonder what it's gonna be like. Didn't expect to actually see this Shao chair meme. I was like, well, you know what? I'm now a part of the memes. It's like reading a part of JoJo, being a part of the memes. You're like, I'm a part of the memes now. I understand those memes. It's like, yeah, you actually feel like it was a gratifying feeling. Possessor of the world-class item cancelled out another world-class item's the possessor of a world-class item cancelled out another world-class item's effects. They should not be able to observe us since we possess world-class items. Though it isn't impossible. Lord Ines, this may be foolish, but may I say it? What is it? While your plan is to reveal an unknown enemy to us, does that enemy not have the option of avoiding us while they remain unknown to us? Ah. Well, I have considered that possibility. My apologies. Also, there is the matter of Shelter having been defeated with the use of an item. I had told the guild that I used a sealing crystal, but it had gone out of control. Since such crystals are so valuable in this world, no one would consider experimenting with them. What will we do? In the case that the enemy has more of that item, okay, no, I thought, was I going a bit weird just then? But no, apparently not. I'm going fine. I was like, am I doing this wrong? I understand your concerns, Abledo, but it wouldn't be a problem. I want to run away. I'd like to make your concerns known to the other Guardians. Understood. Anyone with a large number of crystals will see through the lie, and realize that Monmon and Shelter are equally strong. They may even start to doubt the relationship between them. I see. Albledo, and all Guardians, what do you think the enemy will do next? Please allow me to answer. If they are hostile to Lord Ines, they will likely go around behind the scenes and spread rumors that Monmon was working with the vampire. That wouldn't be good. Splendid, Demigra. In that case, I have another question for you. Why has the enemy not done so? Firstly, they may not have finished investigating Monmon. Or, they might not desire hostilities. That's the word. Was I saying that wrong? But no. Next, it's possible that they only encountered Shelter by chance. I can't count on that option. I can't count that option out. In any case, the lack of information is the biggest issue. Our moves are limited while dealing with an unknown enemy. In that case, why not associate ourselves with some country? Oh. I see. That's how it is. It seems Aura and the others don't understand. Demigra, please explain. Very well. If Lord Ines is to encounter this unknown enemy and end up fighting them, we will need to have some way of resolving certain issues in our negotiations. What if Lord Ines were to be controlled by someone? I would kill whoever was controlling him. That's not what I meant. This is a hypothetical situation. Being controlled would be a great excuse, would it not? if you were able to understand someone's control, you would have an excuse for your actions. If you were to be under someone's control, you would have an excuse for your actions. For example, you may have been forced to do something because some country ordered you to. This would allow you to shift blame somewhere else to an extent. I see. As expected of Lord Hines. Wow, that's actually a pretty freaking good thing, actually. I'm not actually gonna lie. Demigre thought of this idea, not me. But it would seem that you had already come to a similar conclusion, Lord Hines. Ah, right. I don't want to take all the credit for myself. Adding to that, this world allows us to more easily gather information. As expected of Lord Hines, despite being inferior beings, those humans can still be useful. As expected of Lord Hines, this is embarrassing. Well then, we'll need to infiltrate some country. Yeah. Did I say that wrong this whole entire time? I think the Lizardmen have had enough time. Let's check if they're trying to do anything. Let's check if they're trying to do anything unexpected. The 6 that seem to be leaders are. They seem to be wasting their time with futile efforts. The white and the one with the magic weapons are nowhere to be seen. That one called himself Zariusu, didn't he? Perhaps he's inside a house. Demigre, bring the infinite Haversack. That's Haversack, I think I pronounced the word. Haversack. Right away. Infinite Haversack. Right away. First, let's look inside this house. It's dark, but with these eyes. Oh man. What an unpleasant lot. They do this despite knowing that Cocytus is going to fight them soon. I voiced my agreement with Demigre. That's right. How enviable. Well, they're going to die soon, so I suppose it makes sense that their instincts push them towards preserving their bloodlines. Exactly as you say, truly. We can afford to forgive them for that. If only I could do Lord Hines. Enough silence. We should just assume that there's no one in that village that we need to watch out for. That said, you shouldn't let your guard down, Aura. Oh no. Age aside, it's too soon for them to learn about this. Did I miss a chapter? No, I didn't miss a chapter. Or chapter page. How could this have happened? How would a father explain this sort of thing to his children? In any case, if this lookout detects anything, I will go out there and along with all the guardians. While I would be breaking my promise with Cocytus, this is to protect someone important. Well then, there's not much time left. Our morale is about as high as it can be. We've assembled only the warriors. Roaring together with their comrades will open a path to the future. Warriors, move out with the smallest possible sacrifice. Alright, okay. Oh, here's the special part, I get it. So now, here I go. Is Shelter rebelling again? No, that's not it. Everything's ready. Fire. I get it, I like it. Congratulations, second season announced. To think I'll be seeing it on TV again. Sitting down, Mario. This is natural given Nazarick's 2 potential. Where are you going? You're getting carried away. I'll just leave now. Is Cocytus not happy about this? There's no one around. Where did the answer go? At last, my time has come. In the first season I was called a warrior, but all I did was watch a battle through a mirror and argue with Demigre and the others. However, In the second season, I will finally have a fight scene. I should prepare for second season. Oh man, that's amazing. The editorial department is also rooting for you, both Cocytus and the second season. It's actually kind of true when you think about it. He did watch the fight from a mirror while arguing with Demigra. That's actually a valid thing that happened in season 1. Oh, I love it. That was amazing. Surprisingly, that's a more upbeat chapter than I ever imagined beforehand. Like, I was thinking to myself, you know what? Probably the bulk of the chapter might be dedicated to Zarayusu, that's the word I was looking for. Couldn't think of the word. Zarayusu and Krush, but apparently no, it wasn't. I was actually kind of surprised, and it actually kind of raised some more interesting questions that I didn't think it would have raised in this chapter. And the whole idea of this mystery enemy, and I actually quite like it because again, it's a thing that kind of hangs over this whole entire arc and maybe the next arcs to follow as well. Who was this mysterious enemy, and when will they attack next? What can we do in the meantime to actually kind of figure out who this enemy can be? I think that's actually kind of interesting because again, it's one of the major things that I wanted them to address, this whole entire idea who this person could be. It actually kind of raises some more intrigue because yes, we have this whole entire fight against Cocytus, against the Lizardmen, kind of prove their worth. But it's more than that. There's more to it as well. We have this whole entire idea, this mystery enemy. So it's actually kind of neat because they're setting up future events that are actually going to happen and probably will actually be the kind of bulk of maybe the next arc or the arc to follow. And I actually quite like it because again, this whole entire idea of them kind of maybe going towards a country and actually kind of talking with them, that actually seems kind of interesting. They actually kind of say that actually, look, if someone was to get kind of controlled, then how about if we actually kind of go over a country and then say, well, we can actually just shift the blame that way. It's kind of like, it's interesting. It's what I kind of like about this world, is how it kind of functions is freaking interesting. It's actually kind of fascinating, because it just has that thing about it that you just want to kind of know more about how it works. That is actually kind of addressing that now, and I actually quite like it because again, we have this whole entire thing about the Lizardmen and what's going to happen to them, but there's actually more to it, and I actually quite like it because it kind of shifts the actual focus away for just a little while, but actually kind of adds so much more to the world, and at the same time builds the future events they're going to follow, and I actually think it's actually pretty freaking neat. So good job on this chapter. But also as well, I kind of like the fact it actually went more of a light-hearted way than usual, because again, if I actually can say my words, again, we have this whole entire, depressing outlook in a way for Lizardmen because we don't know what's going to happen with them. They could, in theory, win. We don't know. They could, in theory, lose. They could, in theory, win. We actually have no idea right now. But actually kind of go this more kind of light-hearted route. It actually kind of is nice because it's kind of it's like calming before the storm. Because you know what's going to happen next month with the whole entire thing with them. It's going to be like, wow. And you're like, I don't want to see anything bad happen to them. But actually kind of almost be eased into it. It's actually kind of neat. And I think the light-heartedness of this chapter worked in that case. It worked in its favour, so I do quite like it. I think for that reason alone, this chapter is actually freaking great, because it actually had so much humour to it that I didn't actually expect, and I actually quite like the humour in this actual manga, because it works. It's one of those things that is kind of welcome towards what happens inside the actual chapters themselves, because that little break that we get from the quite harsh things that are going to happen, it's actually pretty freaking neat. It's one of those things that not a lot of series can actually pull off very well, and I think Overlord does it pretty freaking damn well. It's also one of those things that you just really want to see this whole entire thing animated. If Madhouse just doesn't muck up season 2 like they mucked up season 1, then season 2 can be phenomenal, because there's so much in this actual kind of manga arc and also the light novel arc that just would be freaking phenomenal inside an actual kind of animated series if they don't change anything. If they completely adapt it 100%, which I probably think they won't because it's Madhouse, then it could in theory be something phenomenal. It could be something great because the Lizardmen are great characters. They can actually carry the whole entire series without even Ainz being there. So I actually quite like it because the actual development they've got thus far really is a testament to the writing in this actual series, because you really do feel for characters that you're really technically in a way not meant to be feeling for. It brings it back to this whole entire thing that Suka lacks. Is this thing that something bad's gonna happen with them, but you have that thing looming over your head, But how the manga and the light novel actually kind of develops these characters, you generally do feel a connection towards them. You then do feel that you want them to survive. You do then feel that you want them to actually kind of get to a better future. Suka doesn't have that for the sole reason that it tells you straight away that they're gonna die, and also the fact is they kind of emotionally manipulate you in certain cases. Here it doesn't do it, but here it feels natural towards how the characters progress over time. It's actually really freaking great, because a lot of series can't do it. So good job, Overlord, because you do a freaking good job of developing characters to a point you don't want to see them kind of perish. But I mean, yeah, I kind of want to see just a little brief glimpse of this enemy, who this enemy could really be, because again, I like the fact it's actually not telling you straight away who this person could be, what this person possesses. We know it's a kind of a, I think we have seen them beforehand. Like I think in like one of the previous arcs we saw them, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I mean, to actually see where they are now and see what they're actually kind of plotting would be pretty freaking great. To actually kind of get their own separate chapter would actually be freaking, like, kind of cool in a way. Because, again, I like the fact it's actually kind of raising this intrigue, but actually kind of see how they work against everyone else would be kind of freaking cool as well. Because, again, I kind of like this whole differentiating between different, like, kind of places in this whole entire world. Actually kind of get some more fleshed outness with this world that actually kind of allow them to kind of become center stage and actually see how they work differently to Nazarick would be pretty freaking great. Because again, I want to see like how neighboring places work, because again, we did see it in season 1. We saw how neighboring places did actually work and how they tend to develop and prosper. I think we need to see a little bit more of it. I think we need to see kind of a little bit more of the country, like the actual whole entire place, and see how they work and see how they prosper and see how they work differently to what we've seen thus far. Because again, there seems to be a lot of room for that to actually kind of take fruition, actually kind of be freaking fanatic. Can't even say the word fantastic. That's what I was looking for. So yeah, I mean, all in all, didn't even realise that actually just download the thing off of the website. So now in future reference, I know where to go and actually just use it through Simple Comic. So in future reference, I don't actually have to worry about it. So all is well in the world, as they say. But yeah, I mean, I'm just interested to see where this actually goes. I want to see what will actually happen of this fight, because again, I can see the actual kind of advantages this would actually have if the actual kind of the victory lies within Ainz. I can see the advantages it actually will have, and maybe in a way, like what we kind of imagine will happen might not actually happen. It actually might go down a different route. In essence, maybe if, say, Ainz does win, it might not go down a route of them all perishing in a way. Like, it might kind of go down a route of they actually kind of integrate in a way into Nazarick, into their own factions. Like they said, like, they've kind of proved their worth enough to actually kind of want to be there, if you get what I mean, not to kind of be killed. Because again, if it was anyone else, they probably would go in like 5 seconds and Cocytus just send someone out and it all just perish. You would then understand at that point that, look, they're not kind of worth it, because again, Nazarick is kind of formidable place. You don't technically want crap to be there. So I can see what they're trying to do. They're trying to actually kind of see if they're worth it. They've seen so far they're worth it, but they want to kind of experiment further to see whether or not they're worth it. And actually quite like it, so they actually can be a pretty freaking good thing lying within this actual entire arc. Because I don't want to see him die. They're too freaking cool. They're too freaking cool to die. They're like bros. You just don't want to see them go. But yeah, I mean, do apologise again for not being here yesterday, but hopefully as of whenever freaking the next chapter comes out, which I think is next month, probably, hopefully, not like too late. But yes, until then, I shall see you guys later. So if you actually have enjoyed this stream as a whole, and you do want to leave a like, then do leave a like, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, and you want to stay that little bit longer, if I can say my words, then do leave a sub, because indeed, it does help me quite a bit. But until half an hour with goddamn Sakura Quest, see you guys then. And also, probably, if Outlast 2 actually comes through from bloody Amazon, actually we'll probably stream some Outlast 2 today as well on Twitch. So, be on the lookout for that if it actually does happen. Probably will actually happen, but never know these things. So until then, see you guys later. Bye for now.